Hey friends, Big River here. Today is Thursday, November 5th. About 2 in the afternoon. I'm out here at Lizard Mound, sitting in the woods, enjoying the fall day. It's beautiful out here, peaceful in the woods, peaceful place. Been a little while since I've made a video. I wanted to kind of catch you up with what I've been doing, some of the lessons I've had. I've had a few really good lessons about acceptance, relationships, and uh, sexual activity and acceptance. Acceptance. Um, I know that's like a major teaching in all major religions is acceptance. And it's funny how around sexual things, everything gets kind of muddy. I've been noticing that lately. Um, and I don't know why that is. And that's the same way with me. It's been a long time since I've been like in a relationship with somebody, and it was because I shouldn't say not in a relationship. I've had some very good relationships with women who there's no chance of any kind of sexual activity, and it was safe for me because I didn't know. I was learning. So lately, though, I've been blurring those lines, and I've had a few good lessons I'd like to share with you. Um, so yeah, so this woman I can't really call her a girlfriend. Somebody I really care a lot about. I don't know. I care about a lot of people. Somebody I see myself doing a lot more with, I guess. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I'm not alone out here. Okay, good. Yeah, so here's this person. And I went to go work at a 3-day Halloween fetish party that's put on kind of in the BSDM community in Columbus, Ohio. I was asked to work there by a friend of mine that I met. And I said, yeah, and I went. And this woman that I care a lot about basically told me that I should, what'd she say exactly? She said something like, all of my desires should be satisfied. So I go to this event, and honestly, I did things there that would have been a deal breaker in any other relationship. With my both of my past wives would have totally been outraged at things that I did there. Um, and it really got me thinking. So okay, so yeah, I won't go into details about some of the things I did, but they're sexually related. And so after this event, I went back and spent a couple more days with this woman I care a lot about, and I was nervous to share my stories. And I started off with some of the more basic ones, I guess, and then I asked her outright. I go, "Does this make you uncomfortable, me sharing these stories?" And she said, "No, not at all. I'm interested in hearing about your adventures." And so I told her everything I did, and and like that kind of was very freeing for me to be able to share that, because I never, well, first of all, I never would have done something like this when I was married, and to be able to freely share it was liberating. And then when I was done sharing my stories, I knew she was okay. She she said to me, "I think you did some really good work with those people there." And I thought about it, and I thought, yeah, that's true. And then On my way home last night, I got a text from one of the women that I was with out there in Columbus. And she was thanking me. She said, "Thank you for the time we shared. It was wonderful." And I think exactly what she wrote. She wrote, "You made me feel beautiful and cared for at a time when I needed it the most." And then that hit me. How could that be wrong? Maybe that's what I'll call this video. How can that be wrong? Right? So there's a lot of things around me here in the woods. Okay. How can this be wrong? I help somebody. I help them. And even the things that I explored with personally, I let people do stuff to me, and I some of the things I wouldn't mind trying again, and some of the things, hell no, hell no. But I learned something more about myself. And again, I ask that question, how can that be wrong? And it's funny that it's wrong when it's we've been told it's wrong when it's like on a sexual nature, right? Because let's take sex out of it. Let's say I'm talking about skateboarding. Okay. I'm skateboarding and my friend likes skydiving. That's two different activities that are dangerous, right? Okay, here's a good one. Let's say I'm a skateboarder. I'm skateboarding away, and then all of a sudden I find myself skateboarding in Hawaii, and I run into some surfer dudes, and they're like, "Look at these waves. You know how to skateboard. This isn't that much different. Come out on these waves with me." I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give this a try." So I know these moves. I skateboard. It's like similar, you know. So I go out there and I try something new, and you know what? I might love it, and I might not like it. But how is that wrong? Right? How's that wrong? Did I cheat on my skateboard? Jumping on a surfboard? Now, I said this was videos about acceptance. And I know a lot of people aren't like ready for the stuff I'm talking about here. And I'm talking about it very simply. And really the key is acceptance and honesty. Honesty and acceptance. Now, if like I didn't share with people, share the stories, and I kept it a secret, would I be cheating? Maybe. I don't know. Um, and acceptance, like you got to look at like even me saying these stories. I don't agree with him, and almost I would beg you to look at why. Like, why does it feel awkward when I said that? You know, maybe even the fact that I worked at a party like that. Why does that bother you? Right? Can you find acceptance for that? Right? So now, I've learned something very interesting here that I'd like to share. And it has to do with being who you are. And it has to come from like the ancient Tao about finding balance in your life. Everybody's at a different balance point. My balance point is at a place a lot of people's aren't. So what the Tao kind of tells you is to find that balance point and live it, embrace it, live it, embrace it, and in that act, you will automatically surround yourself with like-minded people who think the same way. And I guess I'm the epitome of that, because recently I manifested a new good friend that thinks about life exactly the way I do. And it's because I live that balance point. I found that balance point in my life and I live it. I live it every day. I joyfully live it. I don't hide it. And now I'm met somebody who thinks the same way I do. And I know a lot of you are thinking this, like, yeah, okay, she just accepts this. What if it was the reverse? Like, would he be fine with her going to a thing like this? And I can honestly say, yeah, I am. And I'll tell you why. Um, because a couple things. First of all, she's her own person. The love we share is something we share. I know that she loves other men. She knows I love other women. But I know that love is still there when I hold her, when I know she was fine. A lot of people would say, yeah, she probably just said she was fine, but she really wasn't. And I know she was, because later that evening when she fell asleep, we kind of were both physical touch people, and we kind of fall asleep kind of in a pretzel around each other. And usually facing each other, not spooning, kind of facing each other. So when she fell asleep, I could see the peace in her spirit of who she really was. And it's moments like that where there isn't any way to lie. I can look in her eyes and see that everything is fine. Okay. And I don't know, maybe this video is a little bit too far out there, because I guess you need to, anything you hear from me, from anybody, can you accept it? Even if it's not sexual. That's why I put in the skydiving, skateboarding thing. I want to go skydiving Saturday. Can you accept that? Yeah. Okay. Let's say I want to have, oh, this just came out of the blue. I want to have sex with the entire football team, right? And what that's, how do we label somebody like that? Oh, you're a whore or something like that, right? Well, the, when you label somebody, that's really something about that situation you can't accept, and you put that label on that person. I guess that's what I'm challenging you. Can you accept these stories I'm sharing with you? If not, you can turn them off. But I'm just going to say, if you want to put a label on me, take a look at that. Why does the story I'm sharing with you feel awkward? Because I can accept you where you are. Let's say, if you're not ready to embrace the kind of things I'm doing, and you need, I know people like this who are like, you're limiting yourself, you're not freeing yourself, but you're where you're supposed to be, and I can accept that. I'm only comfortable taking off my clothes in front of, just by myself in the bathroom. Okay, I can accept that. You know, of course, it's things like that are simple, but I'm putting it in terms like me sitting in the woods. Can you accept me sitting in the woods out here? Yeah, it's pretty easy. Well, can you accept, you know, somebody for skydiving? Yeah, I can accept that. Okay, can you accept somebody for their sexual preference, if they're gay, lesbian, whatever? Okay, maybe do it in steps, right? I guess the key to healing here is the acceptance. Okay, can you accept it? And if you can't, ask yourself why not. Okay, because like in this case, like that woman. I mean, okay, if I was in a traditional relationship and I was, you know, messing around with another woman, it would be called cheating. And in this case, I was helping this other woman at a time when she needed it. And I helped more than just this one woman. And that bothers you, can you find acceptance with that? And I'm telling you, I can find acceptance if the story was reversed. If this woman I truly love said the same thing to me, I'd be fine with it. Maybe start some comments on underneath this YouTube video and we can discuss it. Here I'm sharing a perspective. I'm sharing a perspective with you, and you can accept it or you can't. But I'm saying if you can't, take a look at why you can't. Look at the story. What part of your body cringes when you think about that? Is there tightness in your chest? Is there tightness in your belly? Does your leg hurt? Things to look at. Okay. So, yeah, this video is kind of out there for me. We'll see. I'm just being the authentic me. And I just have to be. There's no time for... Life's too short to not enjoy today, sitting in the woods here at Lizard Mounds, in between all the... Well, this area here that I'm in, they used to like talk, and people sat on each side here. I can see clearly. They talk about important things. I guess I'm here talking about important things. Where are relationships going? I don't know. Am I polyamorous? I don't know. I'm just me. I'm just me. And how can that be wrong? I like that. How can that be wrong? I help somebody else. How can that be wrong? It'd be the same thing if she had done that. Help somebody else. Gave them some love where they needed it. I guess that's all I have to say about this. Alright, if you want to discuss anything, maybe let's start some comments underneath this video. I'll leave comments wide open on this. You can discuss it some more. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, have a great day. I love you guys. Hoka Hey. Move forward without fear. Hoka Hey. Oh.